Well, I'm going to take you back to the national championship game. They only scored 14 points in that game. So in 8 quarters, Texas, big bad Texas, scored 21 points against Ohio State. So I like my odds with Ohio State against anybody in college football.
You know what I should have put all my money on? Ole Miss. I took them. They were fine. They covered. Miss, they killed Georgia State. They done me.
Yeah, well, but that's off Broadway, though. But go ahead.
That's off Broadway, but I should have stayed off Broadway. That's what I should have done.
Especially early in the season. Those top 10 matchups, man, you don't know what's going to happen. Besides, which I told you, Ohio State and Texas, both of them will have a top 5, top 10 defense. It will be a low-scoring game. So take the under. You can't rely on Arch. You can't rely on Justin Saying. These guys haven't played enough football, but there's a lot of NFL players out there, and both their defense is going to be very good.
I took Baylor, all Broadway. That didn't work out for Auburn. Who would think Auburn would win a game? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, they went to Baylor and won, so good for them. Maybe they're trending up. But talk to us about Arch Manning. Let's start. I want to know you watched the game. Obviously, you saw it. What'd you think about the performance there?
Well, for the first 3 quarters, he just looked like an average quarterback, college quarterback. And you got to give a lot of credit to Matt Patricia and Ohio State. Now, Ohio State, their national championship team, they lost 8 defenders off that team that all started for 3 years. So now he shuts down Arch in Texas with all the explosive players they have and Sark in the first game of the season, his first game in college football. I mean, they did some blitz looks that I was like, who's coming? Who's dropping into coverage? Like, it was some of the most exotic New England Patriots stuff that has come to the NFL.
Yeah.
And going against a pro-style offense like that, it was very, very effective. It was an old-school knockdown, drag-out. One turnover basically makes the difference in the game. Ohio State had a huge goal line stand where no one can do the Philly tush-push but Philly.
No. And Arch ain't Jalen. I mean, like,
no, but he's supposed to be the best athlete in the family. They were showing all these clips of him running and everything.
Running down a sideline, somebody chased him, not quads like Jalen squat a truck where you just get behind him. That dude's going to stand up. I watch these quarterbacks. I'm like, dude, who thinks this is going to work?
And that was a huge difference in the game. Ohio State stopping them inside the 5-yard line, stopping them at the goal line. First and goal.
So it was early. So Sark was that conservative with him. I mean,
well, I'm going to take you back to the national championship game. They only scored 14 points in that game. So in 8 quarters, Texas, big bad Texas, scored 21 points against Ohio State. So I like my odds with Ohio State against anybody in college football.
So you're good. You're feeling real good about the Buckeyes this year.
I knew they were going to be good. It's just a matter of when they were going to get their quarterback up to speed. I knew their running backs would be adequate enough. And Ohio State took care of the football, played very, very conservative. But you'll see over the next several games, they're going to open it up because their wide receiver core is too explosive. And this is kind of one of the things that Ryan Day and I talked about this offseason when I went to visit Ohio State and watch them practice for a week. They believe that they can go on a run. They believe if everything's equal with NIL and things like that, that they can win a couple of these college football national championships over the next several years.
Oh, it looks like they're off to a hell of a good start. Hey, where rankings are out? Are they? I mean, they're obviously number 1. Where did Texas fall to?
Texas should probably still be in the top 5 with that type of matchup, especially early in the season. But when it comes down to selection, this gives Ohio State a huge leg up because this year they're not going conference champions. They're going the highest 4 ranked teams. Those are going to be the teams that have the bye. Now, the teams that had the bye last year, it didn't work out for them. All of them lost.
Correct. But they didn't earn them. Yeah, they were conference champions. They weren't.
Yeah, and they had all that time off. So now how do you manage that time? But huge win for the Buckeyes to be able to start the season. Huge win for Ryan Day. I think Ryan Day has won 6 straight games against a top 5 opponent.
It's funny how fast things change, bro. Year and change, everybody's calling for his head. Everybody losing their mind. Which you did say he was a good coach. You did say everybody got to relax. You did say they're going to be fine.
No, but you have to take into account. But we're not going to forget the Michigan.
No.
Like, he is a great coach.
Correct.
But if you're going to be in that spot right there, you're going to have to beat Michigan.
What happens if they don't beat Michigan this year?
Oh, we keep moving.
We keep moving. All right. Now, how about what? I also made sure that Florida State won because I took Alabama.
Wow.
Where are we at with Alabama? Is Alabama this is what we're going to see from Alabama moving forward?
Well, in all the time that Nick Saban, I think he was there 17 years. And Drew, you have to look that up. How many years was Nick Saban in Alabama? Nick Saban lost 4 games to unranked teams. Now, this guy has been there 14 games, and he's already lost 4 games to unranked teams.
That's crazy.
Unranked. Alabama.
The Tide. Roll Tide. Good call. Right on the button.
And doing that right there, it lets you know that Nick Saban never had Alabama playing down. Like, they always played up and they were consistent. But what I'm really concerned about Alabama is, when they went to Caitlin DeBoer and, West Coast, Pac-12, how much defense is he used to playing?
None.
And like, how really physical, like,
they're not.
Because I think what he is teaching and what he's taught in Washington, it made him successful. That won't work in the SEC.
Right.
And it's not what Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, and the other guys in the SEC, LSU, what they're teaching. Florida, like, there's a different brand of physicality. And I have not seen that with Alabama in one season and one game with the new coach.
How about LSU Clemson? What'd you think coming out of that game?
I thought it really kind of helped save the coach's career there.
Okay.
Because, he's been getting off to awful start since he's been there. And, the inability to be able to win the SEC, since he's been there. They got a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
But I think this is probably the best team that he's had since he's been there. They'll get off to a real start, in what they call the other Death Valley there in Clemson. Huge game. Huge win, huge back and forth, but it looks like now they got some dudes, some transfers on that defense at LSU, and, man, you got to be able to stop people. Man.
Dude, did you watch the game, like the whole game? Did you watch it?
Yes.
My buddy texted me, and I think it was 40 from LSU. I could be wrong. He's like, bro, what is that dude on? Linebacker.
Number 7, too.
The
middle linebacker.
They're going to kill somebody, bro.
Man,
I was like, bro, they are beyond fired up. Whatever they're doing, whatever they're on, whatever they're rolling with, stay out of the way.
Yes.
They would run through a brick wall to get to you the other night.
Really good. Very impressive.
Big win for Miami. Coach taking a lot of heat. Notre Dame got a great program. Come down to Miami. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Canes this year?
I can't remember last time they had a big win like this. Like, this is the biggest win, to my mind, that Miami's had in a long time. And their overall ability to be physical on their defense and get after the quarterback, they got some athletes in that front 7. And it's really, really good to see them be able to play that type of defense, which you haven't been able to see them play consistently the last, decade or so. So, yes, Miami is definitely back. I had Notre Dame as a favorite in that game with all the returning players they had coming back. But Notre Dame, don't forget, they lost early in the season a couple years ago, last year, and end up still making it to the dance. So, they got their work cut out for them, but Notre Dame will be in the college football playoff.
Well, it's funny.
Automatic.
And then Colorado, Georgia Tech, off-Broadway game. But, did you watch that game? Were you able to watch that game live?
I did.
Okay. You see the quarterback, Salter, kid that was from Liberty, transferred over to Colorado. You played for a long time, and he missed a lot of throws, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm watching the game late. That's the clip I think you were telling me about, where he had a couple dudes wide open. And, like, if me and you were here, throw me the ball, and he go out and start telling them where they should have been, the whole deal. He was at Liberty, obviously had a hell of a year 2 years ago from what I understand, and didn't have a great year last year.
He got hurt last year.
What do you think about their chances with him running that offense this year in Colorado?
Colorado's going to take a step back. I have to look at their schedule and everything, but I don't really think they're a contender for the Big 12. Like, when you lose the type of players that they lost in Shaduer being the quarterback, starting there 2 years, and, no one else got any reps in the system. So even though they do get a veteran quarterback to come over, they were dependent on the young kid from California, one of the top recruits quarterback. But obviously the transfer beat him out. But you have to replace 3 players on Colorado. Shaduer, the quarterback, who should have been a first-round pick. Everyone knows that. And then you got to replace Travis Hunter, All-American defensive back. And then there's another, you got to replace his brother, Travis Hunter, All-American
Junior, the wide receiver.
Yeah. So
3 and 2.
That's a real problem.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people didn't realize was Colorado lost 4 receivers to the NFL.
I didn't realize that
all
either.
guys, all of them in the NFL.
I didn't realize that.
All of them.
I saw it the other day. I didn't realize that they had many quality guys at wide receiver.
Yes, and that helps Shaduer. They'll put up the type of stats, but they are in a not slight rebuilding, but they're not nearly as talented as they were with those 3 players, Travis, and Shaduer.
It'd be a tough year without Travis and Shaduer.